The reaction of a narcissist's fear when meeting a strong and uncontrollable partner. The narcissists know that you are starting to see through their lies. No one is getting upset by what they do anymore. You can ignore them or just throw them away. Most people agree that narcissists get a lot of energy from the praise of any kind. When a narcissist is ignored or put down, it hurts a lot because it shows their widdle feet and makes them feel ashamed. They've always been like that, so it's easy to see why they act the way they do now. Because of their big me, little you attitude, they look for ways to disagree with you so they can make you feel small. Usually, this would make us laugh. It doesn't pose much of a danger unless you're dealing with violent narcissists. Because of this, the abuse gets worse. The first thing I want to talk about is the kind of person a narcissist would want to run away from. The fake victim was too much for the ego to handle. In the film, I made a vague reference to the fact that narcissists often treat each other badly. All of them are so sick and crazy that they think they'll get more out of making other people's lives hard. As I've already said, it would be best if they turned all of their anger toward each other instead of the malignant narcissist. However, you might start to enjoy hurting the defenseless more than rescuing them. It's better than the alternative, to put it another way. These individuals delude themselves into thinking they can ruin the lives and careers of others without suffering any repercussions themselves. Narcissists typically have an exaggerated feeling of superiority and self-importance. The ability to portray oneself as superior, take credit for the efforts of others, and deflect criticism from oneself is crucial to the professional success of a narcissist. Consequently, persons who lack self-control tend to see emotionally intelligent people as easy targets. Narcissists will use and abuse anybody they come into contact with in order to satisfy their need for constant praise. Those who care about others are easy targets. On rare occasions, though, they can be tricked into wreaking havoc for the wrong person. Contrary to what narcissists assume, empathizing with others does not make one less confident in oneself. It's true that some people are more open to persuading than others. Research shows that persons with strong empathy skills are also more likely to be charitable. Some people, though, can flip the switch just as quickly when it comes to showing compassion. Therein lies the real power. It is critical to be able to turn off our compassion when we encounter a complete parasite. Narcissists are extremely toxic due to their egocentrism, manipulation, and inability to empathize, making them tough to get along with, because no matter what, there will always be people who don't deserve our sympathy. We must also be careful not to let ourselves be taken advantage of. In this video, I discuss why narcissists are attracted to the types of people I mentioned and the underlying psychological reasons for this attraction. It's not acceptable to treat someone badly because they're reserved, compassionate, etc. Narcissists have a hard time understanding that kind people don't have to be pleased to put up with mistreatment. After initially being prepared to give the narcissist the benefit of the doubt, the victim of a love bombing usually loses their cool when they realize the narcissist has been lying to them or manipulating them. They're not spineless. As a result, they won't shy away from confronting the narcissist about their harmful actions. Being able to see through a narcissist's lies makes them less terrified of them. If you notice that suffering doesn't allow the pity of others to magnify their pain, you'll know that they care about themselves despite their situation. Because the narcissist can no longer deceive or manipulate them, they experience enough distress from such a victim that they begin to regret ever having dealt with them. Everyone has their own manner of dealing with hardship. Both those who are willing to leave the narcissist alone and those who are out for revenge exist. Understandably, you may feel furious and disillusioned if it seems like justice will take an inordinate amount of time to be carried out. To get back at the narcissist for humiliating them, they broadcast the news. They might get violent or trash the narcissist's stuff. They will take their own soiled linens to the dry cleaners if they feel wronged. To deal with narcissists, some people turn to illegal tactics. Despite the fact that I don't think this approach will yield the best results, it's normal to want revenge against the narcissist after all the suffering they've given you. And as I've shown in this video, a narcissist could reach rock bottom in some of these retaliatory circumstances. Two of the most typical reasons for a narcissist to descend into depression are being revealed and having the people they thought they could hurt and ruin leave them. However, sometimes all it takes to get through to a narcissist is for them to be caught off guard and provided with solid evidence of their unusual behavior. Those narcissists are doomed to remain self-absorbed forever, since they can always find an explanation for their actions. Narcissists get angry because they can't understand why others won't go along with their pranks. Those folks are justified in their fears. Victims may feel helpless to do anything about the abuse because they are afraid of the consequences. To hide their actions, these people would say the victim was to blame and try to put themselves in the victim's role. They'd rather have these victims dead than deal with them again. Some of us would rather slap the narcissist in the face than continue down a path of lying, manipulation, or abuse. When we understand a narcissist has been manipulating us, it's like coming out of a deep sleep. We, the intelligent ones, can leave them perplexed by cutting off their narcissistic supply if we simply go. It is within our power to prevent more interactions with narcissists by taking on the traits of individuals we look up to. I think I've covered everything that needed to be done today. Have a great week, my friend. I appreciate you hearing me out, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you have any other recommendations, please leave them in the space provided below. Please consider donating and sharing this video on social media if you believe it is useful. Thanks.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you all benefit from all of my explanation, and I pray that your life will get better. Don't forget to continue to support this channel so that it continues to grow by pressing like, sharing, and subscribing. Okay, thank you, bye bye.